muted? Indeed I am. Good evening, Steve. Received 100 messages today. Was Restream chat? How did I get 100 messages? Oh, I get it. Let me get this going. We're gonna see if I can break something new to me, but it's okay. My son owns it, so worst case, if I break it, then I break it. Yeah, let's fire this up. I think the cameras are on. Let's see, I gotta get my chat pulled up on the laptop and on the screen. How you doing this evening? Good? Alright, we got an above cam. Alright, camera roll call. We got that one okay. We ain't gonna need the microscope, hopefully not. We can just get on with that and the other one. Oh, let me see. Let's actually shaky camera syndrome. So we got 1 and 1. Good evening. How are you? How you doing, Chris? Oh yeah, laptop, I almost forgot. It's a funny story. I ordered this a while ago. I think I told at least Chris about this. I don't know who else. But I started looking because obviously we got some cracks happening there in the digitizer. And I looked at this part the other day and I'm like, oh yeah, that's outside. That shouldn't be too hard. I just thought it was glass. And then I remembered ordering a digitizer. And I come to the conclusion that, yeah, there ain't no socket. I think I might have said it on stream. There ain't no socket outside, so I got to go in to fix what's outside. Because I was thinking we were going to pry it loose and just pop it on there, and that's not the case. Yeah. Let me grab a drink, new to me, and we'll get started. Alright, back in the box. What is that? Can anybody confirm what the, here's a mod. Sure. I didn't, but I can. Give me a moment. I'll do it on my laptop. Let me pull it up here. Actually, we're going to mute the stream. Do we have audio, or do I need to like bring it way up? Give Steve some power. A little low? Alright, we'll bring it up. Bring it up. Thank you, Mr. Chris. Got audio and reasonably leveled if you turn your volume up. See, these lav mics, man. I hate them. I mean, I don't hate them, but I do. Alright, we're not feeding through the audio gear with that. Let's see how bad that is there. He is. he, he's level-headed, man. Rock stars always are. So we'll give him some power. Oh. $160 expander. Okay, where is our audio hitting? 5, 10, 15, 20. Rocking hard. Nice. Nice. I do have you right in my ear via Galaxy Bud. Yeah. I don't know. I have an AC. It's one of those. Let's see. How can I do this? It's one of those. Can we see that? Or is it? Yeah, it was upside down. Sorry. One of those stupid in-room models, like in the room. So they're always loud and annoying. I don't have any actual windows I can throw an AC in. And it is hot here today, so it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Anyhow, let's get cracking on with this thing. Hopefully we can still hear. I was playing with some of the settings here. And if I don't have the ratio too high on that, I won't be cutting off the end of my words and sounding super silly. Alright, old eyeballs, tri-wing, Lite. Let me ask you guys there, you do this type of stuff, okay? We don't have a large crowd right now. But is it odd to do the work standing up? Or should I be sitting down? Because I've always been just kind of a stand up and do the work type thing. Or person, yeah, thing, person. One of them. Good for 2 people. I don't know where to put these. Guaranteed I'll lose them. Here, we'll put them in the case and set it out of the way. You want to be really in trouble? If we lose Paw Patrol Adventure City Calls, we'll really, I'll be done for. This will be the last stream if I lose that one. Alright. Those screws are out. What do we got? Some Phillips, 000. Oh yeah, let me close this so I can actually see what I'm doing as well. What are those? Speakers? Yes. Oh, what surprises await me in here. What am I going to break? Let's place bets right now. If I'd torn more than this switch light apart, I could at least have some insight and talk about it a little. Yeah, this is first switch light. Many switches, first switch light. I work sitting down, but that's only because if I stood to work it was for hours, my legs won't want to work for days after. Most folk would say it's not used to it, but mine began giving. Come on, get out of there, man. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems odd. I mean, I have a pretty decent height chair. When I sit down, it's like you got to raise the arms up to get like higher than comfortable. So I need one of those nurses' chairs that are super high, like that they like basically can just go off of 1 foot and have 1 foot down, one on the round ring part. Alright, if we can't get past this, I'm giving up. We'll do this another time. What are we caught on? Ah, we're caught. Okay, never mind. I figured it out. We're caught on the headphone jack. $6.93. Yeah, when you got a job where you're stepping, like just walking it away, yeah, there's a lot of running involved at the pizza shop. With running, grab food, and run it back out in the car, drive it, get out, up to the door, and depending how many. Let's take this, that's out of the way enough. Let's take the shield off first. So we'll 000 our way through that shield. There. Alright, tell me people, what is the purpose of the different colored screws? We have a silver one here, a gold one here. But yeah, no, back to your, okay, longer screw. Alright, well noted, well noted. That horrible goop. Yeah, forget that. We're going to put that shield back on and put them screws back in. Look at this mess. This looks nothing like a switch. The only resemblance Would be that unit there. We got some cleanup to do. We got crud all over the triggers. We got a battery. That's right. How do you get to the battery with that ribbon cable there? Oh, hello. Good evening, CG. I didn't see somebody pop in there. What to do? Cracked digitizer. That for whatever reason, when I ordered it, I didn't pay too much of attention. I thought it was something I was just going to be able to pop off the outside. And the more I looked at it, I realized that there's a ribbon cable and there's no socket externally. So I was going to have to go in to come out. And then we have some stick drift on this one. So we're going to swap that out. If I make it that far. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I just did that and then looked and saw that message about carefully undo. How big of a mess can he make? Do I need to pull that battery out of there to get to the digitizer, or no? Or is it just a simple pry battery? Go back where you were, you gold screw. If I can just pry it out, cool. I thought I might need some IPA to loosen it up. Thirsty, Chris, thirsty. Leave me alone. Gotta get a drink somehow. Come on. This is the high octane stuff. I don't need to remove the battery to get to the digitizer. Let me look at this now. Okay, so if we're looking at that, and I'm to believe that goes on there. No. That would go there. That ribbon cable is going to fold in. Would it be that one? Or, yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Anyhow, let's go. Card reader first. Before the disassembly. Really? Alright, so other than that oddball gold screw and the obvious black ones that I pulled out of the back, are these all going to be the same? I don't need to keep them separate and map out what goes where? The LCD connection digitizer. Ah, okay. Hey man, totally new to this guy. Just never seen anyone inside one of these. This belongs to my 4-year-old or 5-year-old, so ideally we get it back in one piece. We got a battle in the chat. What? Clamp off first? I map out what goes where even after as many as I do. Lights have some odd screws. Yeah. The odd gold one, I saw that, and then the ones in the back and then the top and bottom looked a little strange. That would be that. Remove. See, look, there we go, smashing the camera. Yeah, remove the heatsink. Yeah, it's coming off. We're gonna throw some on. Yeah, we're about to rip that right off of there and not even deal with it. You retired your El Cheapo last time I used it. It's removed some gloss paint. Yeah, come on, man. If this thing will focus. This guy even got the title. It's my best friend ever. Cheapo? You know it. faithful. His brother lit himself on fire. That was quite interesting. Yeah, this shit's getting ripped. I'm not gonna sit here and play all night. Alright, we left a little adhesive and whatnot there. The digitizer needs a yeah. I've never upgraded from that, honestly. And I don't use mine every day, the hot air. But in the past, I'm gonna say 5 years, that's the second one I've been through. Or second one I'm on. Like I said, the one lit itself on fire. But I don't use them all the time. I don't do the work regularly or daily, so. If I ever get to that point, I will be sure to get a different one. Alright, let's catch up. Calibrated what, Mr. Chris? Loosen the adhesive from the front with a little warm air and carefully pry the digitizer away. Okay, so if I'm reading that right, CG, you're saying the digitizer external sticks to the internal screen, like they got adhesive between them. Once the ribbon cables are undone, I can heat it from the outside and pry this away. Yay. It doesn't at all sound like a me being capable type job. I need to take that out now. So we have this one. Where is the thumbstick? Is it buried underneath? Yeah, I see the ribbon for it. Okay. Yeah, we have to do that too. Yeah, I'm on a little bit of a time limit. I got some other stuff happening, so we're gonna crack on. I got like 45 more minutes or so. About 45 minutes. Alright. Let's see if I can figure out what's what. So I'm guessing digitizer has to be, hopefully. And I need to replace the left thumbstick. So let's start working on that while we're here. What the hell is this thing? Speaker? That is an odd looking. Did they redesign the speaker modules on these? They had to have. I don't recognize those. I'm not grabbing another switch. Yeah, that's like completely different. Alright. Screen might try to go with if you go with it that way. What do you mean, prying from the outside? LCD connector on the little board that flex. Backlight. Right here? Mm-hmm. What? Okay, so I undid the speaker housing, which I didn't need to do, I'm guessing. Will that come out? And we're going to put that back together. Alright, yep, let's put that back together right now. That way I don't have to worry about it and just keep track of that stupid gold screw. Alright. Under the LCD ribbon is just above the CPU shield right here, and that would be the digitizer. Sorry if I'm setting that where you can't see it. Digitizer, LCD. Noted. Now where do those screws go? Let's put these back in, get this out of the way. Alright, wild guess. That don't belong in there, or does it? Possibly. Joystick. One, two, three, four. Yeah, no, this is way, way different than a Switch so far. I mean, possibly not. I mean, but from when you don't see inside them all the time, and this is the first one of these I've been in, this is like extremely different. Gold, gold, silver, silver. Yeah, whoever, Micro, was that you that said about mapping everything out? I see the value in that already, just with the number of, between the gold and every other screw. There we go. Alright, nothing broken yet. Let's get this thumbstick in and reassemble that side. And then see if we can really break this thing. Too long, too short, long to the batteries. These tips coming in, hot tips. Oh boy, we can give them some new, whatever those things are, the covers. Alright. Broken thumb pad confirmed. It's in that junk pile. Let's put a new one. A lot of lights. I don't know, man. I think, I mean, obviously, not like terrified scary, but a little terrified working on something new. I mean, I always am. Especially when it's so vastly, it's like the same thing, kind of, but not. That thing is gunked up. Look at that. That's what the IPA is for. Alright, any neat tricks to switch the color of the rubber thumb cap other than putting something over it? That seemed kind of permanent on there, that if you pull, you're never going to get those to tuck back in. Oh well, he's getting black. Leave them as they are, make both new ones. Ah, come on, you need that VR so you can comment in the virtual world, Mr. Chris, not just on the phone. Alright, let's go. Leave them as they are, make them both new. We can do both new. I have 3, so unless I massively mess up twice, we'll be able to get at least 2 black ones. a huge fan so far. Let me put this back in there before I rip the ribbon cable and we don't have a fan. I'm up on. I lag as it is. Yeah. I had a not funny, but I guess not, whatever. It was just odd experience last night. Messing around with VR. Like I got it, I've had it for a while, but I never really played with it. And the kids would play that Beat Saber game. So I started messing with the VR last night, and I was checking out Rec Room. Oh shit, which way? That way. But no, I was checking out Rec Room and went into one of the back rooms things in Rec Room. Never met so many people so happy to meet people and be friendly as in that VR, that room I was in anyways. It's crazy. And it's like, I just want to check this out. I wasn't trying to be mean. But so we got a button. Let's clean this thing up. And I don't know how people do VR is the other thing too. Like, for games where you're not moving or doing something, but I get turbo sick like within a minute or so of being in there. Like I gotta, if it's something where you're moving around or moving rapidly, I'm done. It's like, give me a whole bottle of Dramamine. I'm not taking that out of there. I come to that conclusion just now. We're just going to clean it off pretty good. I don't think there's any junk under it, but we'll scrape out that and clean the other side a little. All right. Heat the edge of the digitizer, slowly lever it up from the side, but only after you remove the flex cable. Very good. Throw that in there. That's going to have to tuck back in. The other screws. And this. I did not pay attention to this one bit. So we're going to have this spring there. That goes in. And then that goes there. All right. Not entirely stupid. I've at least figured out where that thing went pretty quick. That would have been like a would that button have even worked without that pad? I don't. All right. Long to the batteries. Too long, too short, long to the batteries. And to go back up. So it wouldn't have worked if I didn't put that back in. It'd just be like a dead button. Which button was that? The minus? Oh boy. Oh boy. When do you ever use that button anyhow? It's just a minus. Come on now. Get real with this whole thing. It's the minus button. Nobody uses that button. Every time it just falls out. Oh, he'll notice. Yeah, once he goes to use it, it's not using. Yeah, I agree. He would notice right away. Alright, we're about to do battle that rubber bumper thing and me. Alright, moving on. Where is the damn speaker? There it goes. Alright, so we had one gold screw in this thing. It was buried in amongst this crap. I don't want to have to keep moving this thing, but I need to fish a ribbon cable out of there. Painful repair. Painful repair. Get out of the way. Alright. How many times can we redo something? Thank you. Backlight flex, yeah. I was just kind of over here trying to turn screws and I wasn't reading anything. Stop, that's not. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Alright, backlight flex, or whatever, if that's what that is. We have it out. I have to put that thing back on. And then continue to the other side. The one I just plugged in, awesome. And then our little button assembly, but that I want to wait because this thing, and I got to do battle with this little rubber bumper thing again and put the trigger back. Or shoulder back, whichever. It's one of those things. Alright, it's back. Let's prepare for battle with this thing. Alright, it is in there. We got a little click to it. As long as it doesn't move, then we can put our ribbon in and screw or jump to that side, I believe. Yeah, I know. After I did it, what, how many times in a row? It was like, what, four goes at it, and I got all the ribbon cables showing so they could be plugged in. That's a gold screw for the speaker. Why do I feel like I'm missing something here? Oh, that's right. Brain missing. Redialing. Give me a moment. I'm gonna attempt to reconnect. Ah, well, that I can fish out. I did think about that. Yes. I hope I can fish it out. If I can't, well then we get to do this for what, a fifth, sixth time? That one is right on the edge. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I get to learn a lesson, put all the ribbons out ahead of time. You know what? We might be tearing it back apart. I don't like prying, because when you pry is when you tend to break stuff. Nope, we got it. Okay. All right. we got that. Let's put it in and continue. How long is left on the clock? Not super long, a few minutes. But either way, I may come back and do this. Or continue it tomorrow. I think I could probably do a lot earlier. You know what that means, though? I have to loan my Switch out, which is no different than any other day. But yeah, a few minutes left on the clock, at least for today. I wanted to see what I was getting into and potentially change the joystick, hopefully digitizer, but and that will go back in there. We're going to clean that crap up that I keep sticking my hand in. And let me guess, the other thumbstick's buried as well. Now, wow, that's insane. So the adhesive on these, you can actually separate the two with a little bit of heat. That's crazy. I would never have guessed that. Then again, I don't do this type stuff regularly or every day. All right. Let's see if we can break anything. Gold, we have that out. That needs out. And speaker. Oh, we can't do this one. The whole board has to come out. Can't, doesn't it? It's not a split board. Ay. I'm seeing this right now. That. Yeah, this is going to be a bigger project. So where is you said the LCD is connected right to the digitizer? Like, it has to be literally right on the edges. Like, why would they do that? What is the purpose of that? Yes, the whole board. Yeah, the whole. Yeah, I came to that conclusion fairly quickly. I'm like, oh, there's not a split board here. The whole one comes out for that one. So probably not the fastest way to do it. And there's going to be a part two when I tackle the other thumbstick and the screen. So technically, whatever word you want to insert there, you can, with experience, pull it out the front or disassemble the whole thing and then try and separate the LCD from the digitizer, if I'm understanding correctly. Yeah, that's just bananas, man. Like, going into this one, I was tempted just because I've seen a few people do like partial teardowns on these when they're repairing whatever on stream, but I never like fully pay attention. And I'm like, oh, I should probably watch a video on how to tear it down. And I'm like, nah, we'll just attack it like everything else and go in and figure it out along the way. And I got some helpful advice, so thank you. Everybody that's been typing and screaming, stop! You're gonna break it for sure? Nah, just kidding. But yeah, no, part 2 for the other thumbstick and the digitizer there. I don't know how I feel. I mean, that's cool, it can be done, pulling it out from the front, but I don't know that I could do that. Is it really easy? Like, let me hear some opinions on this. Like, separating the LCD and the digitizer. With it, doing it from the front with a little bit of heat. I've never, I mean, I'm not saying I have heard of it, just never heard of it that way at all. Or heard of doing it that way. Seems like a huge time saver, but also something you pick up after doing many of them. Easier to pull a digitizer from the LCD than the LCD from the digitizer. All right, let me get this straight and read that again. It's easier to pull the digitizer from the LCD than pull the LCD off the digitizer. iPad Air Fresh Gen? Okay, that makes sense. Pulling the whole, yeah, saves time pulling the whole guts out. Is it like super strong adhesive that's holding the two together? Or what? Like, what are we talking like Apple level adhesive or? Cheap eBay adhesive? We'll get that later. Right now we're going to be super cheap. No, we're not. That's super dry. I'm not even really worried about this right now because it's coming back apart. Alright, well, I will try it. I don't have the time now, but I will 100% tomorrow tackle on this and making an attempt at doing the digitizer. But you're saying it's going to be easier to pull it. Well, something in there has to be holding the LCD if that's the case. Like, there's got to be something that'll let you pull and separate them. I would think. I don't know. Alright. Boom. Actually, no. I'm not doing any of it. I'm leaving it as is, ready to go. Because I know where these screws go. I know what all goes there. I know what holds this down. That, I don't want to risk losing anything moving it. But yeah, to be continued for sure. Yeah. Throw some new on. I wasn't even going to put it back together, but I can. Ooh, that one. Smashing heads. Actually, maybe I will. I have a couple minutes. Yeah, I got to, it's going to be like 7 a little after I got something going on. I'll get out of here shortly. I'm just glooping that on there a little bit just to throw this on. What am I forgetting, if anything? Nothing. I'm always in the zone, man. Wow, what was I missing? Your new 65-inch 4K TV and a Switch. Nah, this ain't mine. This is his, Jay. I gave it to him. I have one that I fixed. I picked up, shortly after I got this one, this yellow one off you, I picked up a gray one in like 6 games for unbelievably cheap. I'm like, alright, well, two older kids, 2 Switches. I mean, I had nothing. So I had to get motivated and do a nightmare repair and replace 15 pins on the USB-C port. It was a nightmare. But I got that broken one running, and I got one now. And they get these, they got, the 9-year-old has the gray one and the 5-year-old has this one. So, yeah, he don't owe me nothing. They're all silver and all the same length. Yeah. The card reader and the audio jack. Before I lean on that, let's see. Where's that stupid shield at? So, this one will go there, in the middle. I think that's it. Yeah, not missing much there. All right. and then we get to do it all over again. I hate USB-C. Yeah, it was a bunch of the pads for the USB-C port were ripped off of my Switch. One that I repaired. And the 5-year-old owner of this one is constantly wants to use mine and then take it out and dock it on the TV, and I'm trying like heck not to dock and undock it constantly for fear of ripping anything loose that's in there. It was worked on with like a giant soldering iron, and they didn't even have a tri-wing screwdriver to open it, so they just basically broke the back off of it, the one that I used, to repair it for somebody. And that person ended up buying a new one, and I got that one for, I think, $80 for the parts. I don't want to do that. Yeah, USB-C is easy, but when you got most of the pins missing, that was a nightmare. That's part of the problem with the one that I have here now that I want to try and fix. It's just a bunch of parts laying. One, two, the gold, and which screw is missing? One in the middle, right? I don't care about that other thermal paste right now. This is coming back apart, but we have it together, temporary. For the night. And the buttons are a little unstuck. Tomorrow, expect me to make a fine mess out of it. Actually, top first. Noted. Got a whole education on these. Not a whole, a partial education on these this evening for me. Are these really non-magnetic? Or not very? Let's put it that way. Alright, people. Last couple screws. Hopefully, I should have bunches of time to be back again tomorrow with the digitizer and left thumbstick on this thing. If not 1 or 2 days, it'll be earlier in the day as to not be so late in the evening. And gonna tackle this. It still works, but I think it works. I don't know. Can't confirm. I don't use this one. Yeah, what is the purpose of the non-magnetic? Can anybody answer that? Like, what specific purpose are they putting non-magnetic screws on here for? Or not very magnetic, I'll put it that way. Like, they really, really don't like sticking to magnetic screwdrivers at all. Is there some rhyme or reason for it? Because I don't know. I've just noticed it on switches, and now these, the screws that are not magnetic. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, I think we'll end it there. I will be back. They were cheap. That's why they did it. So you're telling me they put non-magnetic screws on here because they were cheap, not for any purpose other than, hey, we want to save 9/10 of a penny. That's super awesome. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here, and yeah, wish me luck on the rest. Hopefully everybody makes it back whenever I do continue on. With this thing, we got an issue with this one screw, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. To be continued. Thank you for all the help. And middle, top first, near the pin. Near the pin, what? Just want to annoy. Alright, well, have a good evening. Thank you for the help. I do appreciate it. New to me, terrifying, tearing something new apart that you haven't tackled before. And some friendly words. Friendly advice definitely helps, especially when you're trying not to break something. We got one on. We got to match that one and do a digitizer tomorrow. If not, probably early Friday, but I'm guessing tomorrow will be the day. Yeah. Have a good evening, people. I'll talk to you, or yeah, see you soon. Hopefully, with a success on this one. Yeah.